Bold and the beautiful fans, hopefully you're having a wonderful weekend. We're on the brink of a new week of drama in LA, and I'm telling you, that Friday cliffhanger was crazy, especially the last minute of the episode. But you know what? It brings us new drama. I got a week of spoilers that we have to unpack. I'm going to give you a few highlights and then we'll talk about what's going on this upcoming week. First, we see Deacon is having a meltdown after seeing 10 Toes at the crematorium. Finn then questions Deacon's sanity about his meltdown. Will Luna confess to RJ about Zende? And then there's another confession where Zende confessed his feelings to Carter. So without any further ado, let's unpack these spoilers in LA for the week of April 8th through April 12th. We start off with Magnificent Monday, April 8th, as Deacon's emotional breakdown at Sheila crematorium set off intense emotions. Of course, he knows that Sheila, his love, has 9 toes. Well, this person in the crematorium has 10. So yeah, of course, he is freaking out and he can't stop the process. So yeah, bye-bye evidence. This is going to be interesting whether or not people are going to actually believe him unless Sheila reveals herself. Then also on Monday, we see Finn and Hope still having some conversation, finding solace in each other's company. They're talking about their losses. Of course, she's talking about Thomas and he's talking about Sheila. And, the interesting thing is, we talked about it on that live chat, is that little outfit that she got on. But, the reviews are mixed on whether or not she's really trying to flirt with him or is this just friendly conversation. I think on Finn's end, it is, because we remember him saying, hey, go back to Liam. So, yeah, we'll see this interaction continue. Rounding up our Monday's episode, Chief Baker has surprising revelation that brings gratitude to Steffi. And more than likely, they're going to say that Steffi is probably off the hook, that this was self-defense. And yeah, but they don't know that actually it was somebody else and not Sheila Carter. And I gotta say, they did a poor job, because remember, they had another autopsy when she was supposedly attacked by a bear and had only 9 toes. Well, didn't somebody know that in this now new autopsy that, there was 10 instead of 9? Yeah, this whole thing. But again, this is Soap World. But I find it very interesting that on these soaps, they either can't keep up with Jordan and they can't keep up and track on who's who and whose body belongs to who. Now moves us into Terrific Taco Tuesday, April 9th, as Steffi questions Finn about what happened at Sheila's memorial and probably wondering who all was there. Hope was there, so will that spark a conversation as well with Finn and Hope having their shared losses? Also wondering if he probably got closure after everything and if he can finally move on. Well, you know what, Finn and Steffi, after what Deacon is going to tell him later in this episode, which we have to talk about, I don't think you got the closure that, you needed. Also on Tuesday, it looks like Luna grows a little bit anxious over Hope's design partnerships, as she wants her to work a lot more closer with Zende. Now, we already know what has happened with those two, and even though it seems like she truly wants to be with RJ, she's still being tortured by what happened that night. At the same time, it looked like the writers are really trying to maybe slowly draw those two closer together. We're going to talk about what Zende have to say later in this week. But yeah, having those two work closely together, I don't think is going to be an easy task for either of them. Rounding up our Tuesday episode, Deacon shares a very far-fetched theory with Finn raising suspicions. Now, we know what we saw with 10 Toes. Well, more than likely, Deacon is going to share that with Finn, saying, hey, I don't think Sheila's gone. That person that they put there in the crematorium had 10 toes, and we know that Sheila only had 9, which also now takes us into Hump Day Wednesday, April 10th, as Finn now questions Deacon's sanity, as what he was told is definitely implausible. Now, my thing is, that's what I was saying earlier in this video about the fact that, yeah, she already has been presumed dead many times. The last two times, which was the bear attack, she had a toe. They even brought the toe over the forester to show them, and everybody was pretty much cringed about it. So they know that it was 9 toes from that particular autopsy. And then now with this one, she grew a toe. Nobody grows a toe. So yeah, for the physicians to actually let that slide, yeah, that's pretty darn interesting. But of course, this is Soap World. Which now actually takes us to Friday Eve, Thursday, April 11th, as Luna is determined to confess to RJ about her night with Zende. She has been tormented for the last, I would say, almost 2 months since she's been keeping it secret about what happened with her mom's pills and also what happened with Zende. And both Zende, Poppy, and her have been keeping this secret. Now, the question is, will she actually confess? I mean, it says that she's determined to do it, but I'm wondering if RJ is going to actually say, oh, you don't have to tell me nothing. Oh, it's just fine. Whatever it is, we'll get past it. Relieve it. You know how they do. And before you know it, the person can't confess. So the question is, will she push through this and actually tell RJ what happened and whether or not there's going to be some fallout? Also on Thursday, it looked like a very tormented Deacon gives Ridge an earful about Sheila. And we know Ridge can be very callous. We remember what he had to say about Sheila in front of Finn a little while back, about her being an animal and she deserved everything. Well, it looked like it doesn't stop there because of everything. And we see Deacon is upset, which also brings us to Friday, TGIF Friday, April 12th, where we have our cliffhanger episode where, Ridge gives Deacon a big reality check saying, man, listen, I don't care about none of it. Even if Deacon tells him that he don't think Sheila's gone because of the 10 toes, Ridge is going to say, yeah, she's gone. It's over. Ridge, now you know Sheila got 9 lives. She got more lives than a cat over these past 30 years. So yeah, I don't think either of you, Eric, you or Lauren, for that matter, need to be celebrating because we all know Sheila is ready for a comeback. Also on Friday, Finn throws Steffi a curveball, probably letting her know what Deacon told him about the 10 toes and that how Sheila is possibly alive. Now, as much as she thought it was over and she wanted Finn to get over it, well, not so fast. Because now Steffi is probably going to be looking over her shoulder even more now, knowing that Sheila could be lurking out there somewhere. And what does this mean for Finn? Will he be happy and grateful that he has another chance to kind of get to know his bio mom? Or will he now be angered even more, thinking that she put this whole plot together and had everybody grieving and had the situation with Steffi questioning how she took a person's life? Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see everybody's reaction when Sheila makes her return. And rounding up our Friday cliffhanger episode, there's confessions. Zende confides in Carter about his feelings for Luna. My question is, what advice Carter is going to give him? This is not the first time these two have been in a situation, because on the reverse, we had Paris involved when Paris was in a relationship with Zende, but Paris was hanging around and sneaking and creeping with Carter. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what their conversation is going to be about when it comes to Luna. So stay tuned for this and everything else going on in LA for the week of April 8th through April 12th. Okay, so there you have it. Let's get the conversation started down in the comment section. What did you think about Deacon, his meltdown, the fact that he go and tell Finn about the 10 toes that he saw? Will Finn actually believe him? Because he does pass that message, it seems, over to Steffi as well. And how would that make her feel? Now that she thought everything was over, it looked like it's beginning all over again. What about this situation with Luna? Will she confess what happened that night with Zende. And then at the same time, what happens when Zende confesses to Carter about his feelings for Luna? Let me know your thoughts. Also, make sure you check out the Young and the Restless spoilers for this upcoming week. We see a DID story when it comes to Ashley. It looked like Sharon is going to be the one to cause an intervention to help her. We see the celebration of Victor and Nikki Newman's anniversary, and they also are setting a trap for Jordan. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you're notified every time a video is posted. And until the next one, we'll see you all soon. Bye, guys.